Hey guys, I have a very important subject to talk to you about. I thought I would just make a quick video. I don't know how long I'll keep this offer available or keep this video up, but this could be a lifesaver for some of you, especially if you bought used equipment. Hey guys, thanks for joining me. Captain Kurt here. We're down at our Florida Training Center. We're down here from October until May every year. I really want to address an issue that's bothering me, and it has been bothering me for a long time. I even mentioned it in my other videos. Got a call from a guy the other day. A really wonderful call. Great guy. And he's probably going to watch this video, and he knows who he is. I would never mention any names. Anyways, one of my students, who is a really great guy too, has been flying for a while and knows how to fly. But he's been working with this gentleman that called in, and he actually helped him launch. And it just in the conversation that we had, there were so many mistakes that could have been deadly to him. In fact, he even admitted that he was getting riser twist and twisting under the wings from the torque of the motor that he went into. This sport is very precise. You have to be in the right size motor, right size wing, especially when it comes to foot launching. And then there's things that you don't know, and those are the things that really bite you. One of my students, even if he's been flying for years, and I think this other gentleman was, and by the way, he's a great guy. I'm not saying anything about him, but there were so many things that he didn't do just in the conversation I heard. He was training this guy to foot launch. One of the things that he didn't do was even adjust his harness in a way by putting him in a simulator, adjusting his hang points and all that, so that he didn't get riser twist and fall from 70, 80 feet and hit the ground. He didn't do that. And the guy even told me he had a ton of riser twist, and he backed down the throttle, which was the smart thing to do. If he would have even pulled a little bit of left brake, he would have rolled that wing right up and fell from whatever height he was at. 70, 80 feet, good chance you're gonna die. There's a lot of things you just don't know. You don't know the quality of the equipment, and if you take the person that sold it to you as advice, that's the first mistake. You want to have things checked out, you want to have them certified, and then you want to have the instructor that's going to be training you take a look at that equipment for you, because he can spot things that that seller isn't going to tell you about, or the problems that that particular motor has. I've been in the sport for almost 30 years now. I've trained on absolutely every single kind. I'm very familiar with every brand of motor, foot launch, trike. I'm very familiar with everybody's equipment rather than just the one we sell. Here's the deal. If you get equipment from us, you get unlimited training for life. Everybody already knows that. A lot of dealers are very upset about that. I didn't do it to piss them off, and they're very anti-flight junkies because of that. We actually know what we're talking about here. I have 1,636 students. It's a world record in the number of students trained. I've trained each and every one of them. I was a national skydiver for 20 years. I've been in aviation my whole life, and I've been doing this for 30 years. We still are the only ones with an absolutely flawless safety record. So we're going to teach you right way. We're going to teach you stuff that a guy, that bought one and has been flying for a year or two is not going to show you. The other thing is, he put this gentleman into the air with no simulator time at all. He was a foot launcher, no simulator time. He made no adjustments on the hang points, which could be deadly, because he said the motor was hanging on the wrong way. He was wanting to get riser twist, and he said he backed down on that. I said that was the right thing, backing down the throttle. I says, because if you would have had a little bit of left brake to counter that torque with that riser twist and the wrong hang points, it would have just rolled the wing up. That's easily avoided. All of that is easily avoided by having somebody that knows what they're doing train you. So many people are looking to cut corners, and they're putting their life on the line to do it. They're trusting the equipment when they don't even know the history of it, or even having an instructor look at it. They're attempting to fly it on their own because they watched a video. And if you watch one of my videos and go out to fly, yes, I'm going to teach you good techniques. Yes, I'm going to teach you stuff that the other instructors don't teach, and it's a much more efficient way of launching, but it's still not an instructor in person showing you what you're not doing right. A video can't sit in the field and tell you, hey, you've got way too much brake on. That might be a little thing and then you stall the wing and you fall from the sky and you hit the ground. You stall the wing out. And so there's just so many things that you don't know, because the video can't talk to you while you're making your first attempt on your own without any training whatsoever. Guys are ruining the sport. They're ruining the sport. People that encourage you to fly with, or offer to fly, and they're not an instructor, are doing you an injustice. You're putting your life on the line. So here's what I'm going to do. First of all, let me explain our training method. We train in Ohio. from May until October. We have online. We have camping on the field. We have a place for big RVs to park for free. We have a bunkhouse to stay in for free. We have outdoor showers for the campers for free. You can come up there if you bought equipment from us, any one piece of equipment. If you bought just a wing, if you bought just a motor, if you bought just a fly pod trike, we sell only the best equipment. We sell fresh breeze and we sell fly pod, and we're exclusive dealers for fly pod, and it has been the best selling trike out there. There's so much information you don't know. Let me explain the details. Call. The phone lines are open from 8 in the morning until midnight every day, 7 days a week for the past 30 years. And I'm at a world record number of students. I've been in aviation my whole life. I was a national skydiver for 20 years in every kind of skydiving. So I can say this without cockiness, but with confidence. I know my subject matter very well. And my whole thing, from day one, has always been about safety. And we have a perfect safety record, and we're proud of that. The other schools don't have that. Even some of the bigger schools down here in Florida do not have a perfect safety record. We do. And even though we've trained more people. So here's what I'm gonna do. If you need training and you don't have equipment, we have rental equipment. We can go through the whole course and you can use our equipment and rent our equipment and take the training. If you want to take a tandem ride to find out what it's like, I offer that in Ohio. During the months from May till October, I offer a tandem ride if you need that. If you bought a whole package, you get unlimited training for life, and your wife and your kids can take training as well. And we've done that for a lot of years. But if you have bought equipment, you don't know if it's the right stuff. You don't know the characteristics of that. You don't know the little things about that. Again, I know absolutely every brand. I'm familiar with every brand, and I can train you the right way on that particular equipment. All you've got to do is give me a call. My telephone number is 330-554-9194. I'll put it down below in the description down below. And you can take your training down here in Florida. We still have openings. We don't make people wait a long time. We'll fit you into a class, and we'll get you to the point where you're flying safely. We're not going to put a time limit on it. And the price is so ridiculous. If you already own equipment and you want to make a nice trip to Florida, or you want to and come down here, we're still here for another 2 months now until May. In May, we're up in Ohio. You can make a trip up there. It's worth it wherever you're at. Other guys charge thousands and thousands of dollars for training. When you hear my price on the quote for you, if you've already got your equipment, I will give you a price that will just, you'll say that's ridiculous. That how do you make it? I'm not making it. It's going to keep the sport safe. It'll help us keep the grass mowed, and that's about it. So if you want, get trained. You want training that's right. You want training that's from somebody that knows the equipment, from somebody that's got perfect safety record. Pick up the phone, give me the call, and I'll tell you a price. If you're happy to go somewhere else, that's fine. But I'm doing my part to try to keep this sport safe, keep you alive, and really enjoy the sport of powered paragliding. There's absolutely nothing like powered paragliding. You'll fall in love with it. You really will. It's just absolutely addictive. But cutting corners in the beginning, those guys that buy used equipment, they're already sometimes making the biggest mistake. Sometimes there's a good deal on used equipment, but there's some drawbacks to used equipment, and you need to know what they are and if that equipment's good enough. I can tell you from the equipment what you're going to need with that. I can look at your equipment. I can inspect it. We can set up the hang points. We can do all of that, and we'll get it done the right way. Give me a call. The telephone number is in the description below. I don't know how long I'm going to keep this video up. It may just be a temporary video. And if you want to get your spot and secure a spot right now, we can only take so many because I personally train each and every student. So there's plenty of summer months ahead, and we still got 2 more months down here. If you'd like to get some training in, give me a call as soon as you see this, because again, I don't know how long I'm going to be running this, but I'm going to do it as long as I can. And it'll be a price that you can afford, and your life is worth it. In fact, it's worth it with the other guys that are charging a lot. Your life is worth training, but I'm not going to charge you what they do, which is ridiculous to me. So we'll give you a nice fair price, and one that you wouldn't be able to pass up. So I look forward to hearing from you. God bless, guys.